in about 3 days, George. Over. Well, it's not grocery stores. It's a chain of farm stores. They're called Baumgars, Bomgars. And they got 180 stores now in about 9 states. And I've been doing their commercials now in 2 years, it'll be 50 years. So I figure if I can make it to 50 years, maybe they'll paint a screwdriver gold or something and mount it on a 2x4 and give me a award. Oh, my goodness gracious. But anyway, and in the middle of that, yesterday I went out and helped him fix, this isn't a farm store, this is a friend of mine. I fixed his 100,000-watt FM rock station. He was having trouble with the transmitter, so I do that too. And I also have 1, 2, 3, I got to count them, 4. I have 4 broadcast stations here in addition to the one I've helped with you. So that's kind of how. There's a. Retirement job, because unless there's a catastrophic failure, I can kind of go to work when I want to. K1 GRH, KS5I. KS5I, K1 GRH. Well, that sounds like you have. I'm 72 and I'm still playing with septic systems. I still like it. We started the test center back in '99. So, I usually just travel for pleasure, not travel far either. I mean, I told my biggest trip that I'm planning that's on my bucket list is going up to Maine and doing some snow fishing this spring. Snow fishing I did in the Midwest, University of Michigan, and I worked for fisheries. I had a fisheries degree from Kansas State University. For Kenneth Fox, one was to Waco, Texas, put down there. Yeah, that's Iowa. That's where Rito is from on NASH. I remember that. So that was fun, and I figure after 51 years, golden screwdriver. 51 years is putting up with these. And she's out working now. She's a nurse, emergency room nurse. She's thinking about that adrenaline high of patching up people with blood on them. So she's doing that. And I said, well, because what do I want to sit around and just talking to me? No, then it would become too much work. So that's why I'm here today. I just put my phone up on a little shelf for my crane truck. That's what I was doing today. See yourself? Oh, yeah, very good. Yeah, copy QSL fine. Yeah, well, that's good. Wife's a nurse, and that works out well for you there. Well, I got to tell you, my wife, she retired just a little bit before I did. I retired actually in '99. I retired the first time in 2001, and that lasted for about a year. We had 5 radio stations. We sold them to Clear Channel. And I retired the first time. And then the second time was, that was after I moved to Hot Springs. I went to work for my competitors. They had some stations there in Iowa, and they also had some in Arkansas. And I ended up going to work for them. They thought enough of me after 10 years of competition to offer me a job, and I thought enough of them to take it. So here we were. That's how I ended up in Arkansas. Been here 21 years now, and really, really like it here. The people are really nice, a lot like they are in Iowa. You know, Midwestern type folk. Out here in the flyover states, and we like it that way. But anyway, I've been really, really blessed because the hobby became the career, and have always enjoyed it. Now, I can't say I never did a day's worth of work, because there were days that I got to tell you, George, I just didn't want to be there. I think we all have those kinds of days. And on those days for me, instead of sneaking out, because I got to sit in the corner office, sneaking out, I'd usually go to the transmitter. I'd go out there, and if nothing else, I'd just sweep the thing out, dust it off, clean it up, take a bunch of meter readings, make sure it was working okay. I'd go home and feel like I accomplished something instead of just a guilt complex setting you up for the next bad day. But been really, really blessed and able to do that. The wife would like to travel. You mentioned traveling. I don't like to travel. So she was wanting to get a fifth wheel motorhome. We looked at the big old Class A, you know, the diesel pusher, and I just wasn't sure I was going to like it. So we decided to compromise and got rid of my truck. I had an F-250 gas V10, and I got rid of that, and I ended up with an F-350 diesel. Bought a 2000, it's a 2000. We bought it in the fall of 2000. And I never thought that, I didn't think we would have an administration that would do what they did to us. The diesel was $1.86 when I bought that truck. And, you know what it is now. It was as high as $5 and something. Here, there on the coast, it was probably even higher. Well, that kiboshed the fifth wheel. We never did get that. I just said, I'm not going to spend $5 plus for diesel to pull that thing. That's just not worth it. So anyway, that kind of really screwed up my retirement for a while there. I suppose I could have gone ahead and done it anyway, but I'm just not raised that way. I'm kind of a thrifty guy. Grew up on a farm, you know, my folks. Everything they had went into paying for that farm. And it's still in the family. My brother and I still own it. And the guy that rents it, he raises corn and soybeans. So that's the other little thing I mess with is the farm. I'm kind of a managing partner. And you were talking about fish and water quality. And you and my brother would get along really well because he is a retired wildlife biologist. He used to work for the state of Iowa in their Fish and Wildlife Department of Natural Resources. So he knows all about that water quality and the importance of wetlands and those kinds of things. And his best buddy was the fisheries biologist. And he's retired also, and they sent me a picture yesterday. They were out ice fishing on a pond and just had a wonderful time. Back to you, K1GRH, KS5I. Wildlife. prostate is gone. And let's see, had colon cancer there one time. That was 5 years ago. Matter of fact, just had a colonoscopy 3 years on Tuesday. It was the day right after we got the snow. And I mean, it had shut Hot Springs down. I was going to comment on that. We got about 2 inches here. And here in the south, they just don't drive on ice. And they don't have the equipment to take care of it. So when we get ice on the road, I mean, it's there until it warms up. And it's usually the next day. But it's been cold all week here. We got down to 4 degrees on, I think it was Wednesday morning. I called the hospital on Monday when it was snowing because I didn't want to go through that day before prep for that colonoscopy only to get there and find out it was canceled. Well, I know well, let's just say we have friends in high places. So I called down there, and actually I called this lady at home, and she said, "Oh, I know who's your doctor?" And I told her, he's a friend of mine. I'll send him a text, see if he's going to be there tomorrow. And he was. So I went into the outpatient check-in for same-day surgery, you know. Normally there's 30, 40 people in there. There were 2, me and the wife. That's it. Along with the two old guys at the door that are volunteers, and the lady that sits in the corner that checks you in, and then the one lady, as they got all these cubicles, there was only one lady in one cubicle, and she was the one that filled out all the check-in paperwork, and that's about it. They had in there to worry about. Fine on being married 50 years. Well, we've been married 44. And she still puts up with me. K1, GRH, KS5I. It's amazing what you can do with 100 watts in a wire, as they say. Well, I'll let you run there, George. The wife is real happy with me today. I took her down to the haircut place. She had to go get her hair done. Then I went grocery shopping, and then I came back and got her. She didn't want to drive on the road. Well, the road was fine. It's pretty well melted. They put some calcium chloride, I think is what they use. It's all dry now, so she could have gone, but, well, she takes awful good care of me, so I could do a little something to help her out a bit there. So anyway, I'll say 73s to you. Thank you for coming back to me. I'll let you go do what you got to do and before she gets home. And you take care. God bless. And if you ever get out this way, look us up. Give me a call. You know, we're in the Spa City, the entertainment capital of the Mid-South. If you look at my QRZ page, you'll see a big old striper on there. They catch a lot of those things here. And they all like fishing for largemouth bass, where, like my brother says, we consider those trash fish. They all smell like seaweed. Give me any day, I pitch that bass back. K1 GRH KS5I.
They put a notch on it. The throwback, anything was crazy not. On the band, the camera station is going to light up the scope like this. So let me think, God bless. Have a good rest of the day. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, 2, 5.
All right, 73 to you, George. We'll see you. K1 GRH, this is KS5I Clear.